right, so my name is Kyle Folk. I am the CEO and founder of Ground Truth Ag. Thank you for coming by to listen to what we have here. So we built a system, and I say a system, not just a unit, a system that can grade grain automatically, so do grain assessment. And why I say a system is because the benchtop unit here is one part of this entire supply chain offering that we've built out. So we have been testing on combine as well over the last 3 harvests with a system that can identify many characteristics in your grain or quality aspects of your grain. So the system, benchtop on combine, will also be building an inline on auger unit. It includes cameras inside, just RGB cameras, and near infrared spectroscopy. And so with AI models, then what we can do is identify a bunch of different characteristics in your grain and ultimately provide you with a grade output. So you would know what the grade is or what you're receiving, what the grade is, and all the aspects of quality characteristics within there. So for hard red spring, that was the first model that we built out. We can identify over 50 different characteristics. And I'll run a sample through here after I'm done the process. But efficiency was a big key, and consistency. So this unit here actually is going to be redundant, obsolete pretty soon. We have a new version coming out in about a month and a half that'll run a sample in about 3 minutes. So you'll be able to know all of these characteristics within about 3 minutes of pouring the sample through. Same as the conventional units you're used to. Pour a sample in, it processes it, spits it out in the drawer, and gives you all the results. So in here, with that technology, we can then do this in a comprehensive manner. That was a big thing for us, is to be able to identify not just a couple of characteristics, but all of those things. So I'm talking about protein, moisture, test weight, then on the visual aspects, we can get into mildew, ergot, you name it. And we don't even do mildew, just flat mildew. We do mildew light, medium, heavy, and severe. So then from a system perspective or a process perspective, when you're receiving the grain, you would have an idea in real time at what consistency you're dealing with. Of course, from a milling perspective, when you're putting through processing, if something's going wrong, you then have to dig into why it went wrong. And the first thing that a lot of times you look for is was the product that we received consistent? Was it good all the way through? This would tell you that. It could even move up the supply chain upstream from you guys and be able to tell you as that product's coming in, that information could be passed along to you if that wherever it came from was using our system as well. Then we do contaminants also, so we can identify things. So gluten-free oats is one that we're working on right now, so we can tell you all of the, if there was any wheat, barley, triticale, rye kernels inside of those samples that you have to process. That's our system, so accurate, consistent, big thing in consistency, being able to provide that whether you're doing a shift change, so if I'm grading or I'm assessing the quality and then I'm done my shift and somebody else comes on, you would have that consistency running through and through, so you wouldn't have that differing opinions, or maybe I ran over my kid's bike on the way to work and I'm having a miserable day, and so I'm not quite as good at grading that day for whatever reason, personal life reason happened. But yeah, this provides that consistency, accuracy, efficiency in a comprehensive manner. So, any questions?